Let's start this with a prayer. Dear Father, I thank you for this day and this opportunity to be used as a vessel to let your people know you are available, able, and ready in the name of Yeshua from Nazareth. Now, I really ain't planned no words because it's more of like a discussion I want to have with you today. But it is some words. So we're going to cut some bread. Romans 12:3 through 5. Because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourself by the faith God has given us. Just as our bodies have many parts and each part has a special function, so it is with Christ's body. We are many parts of one body and we belong to each other. Psalm 46:10. Stop fighting and know that I am God. Exalted among the nations, exalted on the earth. And then we're going to do Proverbs 3 through 13. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom, the one who gains understanding, for wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Now, let's go back to Romans real quick, because he gave this to me last week, and I made a video, but it's no more half videos, right? This has to be real. It has to be relatable. It has to be like, you recognize me and I recognize you and we can grow from this. That's what these have to be from now on. But when he said, don't think that you are better than you really are, I really had to go and evaluate myself. So for the last couple of days, like when I am in a crossfire of something, the enemy sets up plots and schemes every day and traps to try to get us to, not do it the Most High's way, but to do it our way. And I'm smarter than this. And I had to really evaluate who I am and what he took me from. Now, it's sad because, like, I thought I was getting better. But in the healing process, it's going to be something that happens that hits a scab and it comes off. And it's like, oh, okay, this one needs a little bit more attention and treatment. I was looking in my daughter's room and I was thinking about how I couldn't be in this spot 20 years ago. I wasn't in a spot where I was thankful to have the little things that happened in my life because I was too busy being broken and mad, or even in this walk right now. So it humbled me and I started thanking God, like, you've given me what nobody else could give me on the face of the earth, and it's realness. And it got me to being like, what else is really wrong with me? Like, what have I not brought before him? Or why am I not asking him to show me? Because I don't want to move the same way. The most important thing that you could do is cultivate a relationship with the Most High. But I had trust issues, like a lot of trust issues. And because everybody in the world had done me wrong, I would think that he was going to do me wrong, or he was going to go back on his word, or it was going to be something. And that wasn't the case. So it would be little things that would trip me up and have me not walking in his light, or have me not walking in the fact that I just did an evaluation and this is wrong. But I'm going to no, it has to be some stopping, some standing still, some reflecting, and not just being still anywhere, but with him. And allowing him to remind me what I went through, who I used to be, and the future that he has planned for me. He gave me a part in this body, and he paid the price for my life to have his word come back. I invested in Tanya when she was broken, when she acted like nothing, when she was limping around, barking at everything in the world because I didn't know what was coming. I helped her with that. But she still struggles. And we don't talk about that. We don't talk about how hard this really is. In Psalms 46:10, stop fighting and know that I am God, exalted among the nations, exalted on the earth. The focus has always been the wrong thing for me. Instead of being like, well, you did this, you did this, you did this. What am I doing now? What am I doing when I have real love? When I have genuineness? And I'm not perfect. And sometimes I slip and be like, oh, I'm in control today. And it can't be like that. And I'm going to fight with anybody. For what? Because you don't see my point? Because you don't get it from my perspective? That's okay. But what that is doing is showing me that I got to work on self-control. And I really got to stop and start evaluating things before I start responding to them. Because that's what the old me did. And this evaluation made it clear, like, I don't have the same troubles that I had before. I don't have the same issues because I got this relationship with him and he covers me. Yeshua is not someone that's just hanging on a cross, like a real life being in my life. This and this ain't working out. This and this ain't working out. What am I supposed to do with this? I'm feeling like this. And him coming through like, come here. Let me give you some wisdom so you can have understanding. Moving off facts and not your feelings. The fact is you are loved. The fact is I paid, the price was paid for you. So you can walk in newness. So you can walk in being in this body and doing your part. My part is to reach somebody who had to do it by themselves, who had to keep pushing, who had everybody quit on them. And only had God. Like, some people I know can look and be like, I never had nobody. It was just me. And God. Like, really, the only person you could talk to that would understand you is God. I get it. I get it. And being an outcast. Man, listen, not being like anybody else, just, you done went through so much in life that it's just this. And if I feel or see that you're coming, I got to respond. I ain't got to respond. Respond with what? Words? Words? I'm a killer with them. I don't want to be a killer no more. Self-evaluation. Let's go back to it. He said, because of the privilege and authority God has given me, I give each of you this warning. A warning. Don't think you are better than you really are. Be honest in your evaluation of yourselves, measuring yourself by the faith God has given us. God has done so much. My faith, listen, I know, and there is no doubt that it is him every day, all day. It is nothing that I have done that has gotten me to this moment. Nothing has gotten me to this moment but him. So I ain't got to fight with nobody because I'm supposed to. Nobody. Stop fighting. Stop fighting. Fighting myself, fighting the process, fighting somebody else, and know that I am God. Stop what you're doing and know who I am. So I encourage you, evaluate yourself. Man, because mine is ugly. Mine is ugly. I got a problem cussing. I got a problem popping off. Like, it may be so because this is, this is it. Words carry weight. I had a question posed to me. What weight am I pushing around to be heard? Am I pushing this toughness? Am I pushing, oh, you don't know what I've been through? Am I pushing you ain't gonna hurt me? I can push it this way too. Because his love has covered a multitude of sins. His love has saved me. So pushing his love, listen, that's so heavy. You know how heavy love is. Love will have you moving different. Love will have you acting different. Love will have you thinking different. Brand new. As a matter of fact, you in love. You on cloud 9. It's good. Joyful is the person who finds wisdom. I can't tell you how precious that is. Man, to find wisdom and to have understanding about a situation, it's not me that I'm doing this for, it's for him. I could sit here and be selfish and keep the Most High to myself, but what good would that be? I wish someone would have shared who he really is with me when I first started this journey. Nobody knows what's in my heart. I can't tell everybody everything because they start looking at you crazy. Oh, I thought you was boop, 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 boop. You supposed to be a daughter of the Most High. My relational status has nothing to do with who I am. Might not sound nice to everybody else. Might not be that sugar that you need. It's real. It's suffering. It's not taking it into your own hands and knowing I'm but a breath in my nostrils. The one who gains wisdom or understanding, for wisdom is more profitable than silver, and her wages are better than gold. Evaluate how wealthy you are. Man, I don't have to be what I was yesterday. His mercy is new every single day. It's gonna be okay. It really is. My job is to be like, holla at him. This is what I look like. This is what I'm going through. This is what he does for me. It ain't about me. It's about him. And finding who I am in him. But in order to do that, you got to spend time with him and really let him in so he can move. Holla at God.